Welcome to the podcast for and about Colorado Springs. I'm your host, Brittany Felix, and every Monday through Friday, I'll be talking about a different aspect relating to the Springs, including upcoming events, restaurant reviews, local business spotlights, media coverage about the Springs, public works projects, local activities, answering your questions about the city, and much, much more. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss any of the updates. And also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find links to all of those social media accounts at springspodcast.com/social media. The Colorado Springs podcast is proudly sponsored by Elevation Hydration. Elevation Hydration is the only hydration therapy clinic serving Colorado Springs, and they are dedicated to helping you elevate your life. They use intravenous vitamin therapy to help athletes needing a boost of energy or help recovering after a tough competition, people experiencing cold-like symptoms or dehydration from the flu, anyone needing to recover quickly from a rough night out. I'm looking at you, college kids. And just anyone wanting a healthy alternative to preventative care. They have a wide variety of hydration packages to help address whatever your needs are. They're conveniently located inside Lush Beauty Lounge at 812 Village Center Drive, and if you mention this podcast during your visit, you'll receive $10 off any hydration package. To learn more about Elevation Hydration or to schedule an appointment, visit springspodcast.com/hydrate. Welcome to episode 20 of the Colorado Springs podcast. This is going to be another super quick episode today because I am actually getting ready to head out the door to go to an activity tonight that I am super excited about. I am actually going to be participating in something here unique to Colorado Springs tonight, and I'm going to be talking about that experience probably in next week's Free For All Friday episode. So be sure that you tune in for that and you'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. But for right now, since we have reached basically a 1 month point with the show, this is the end of the 4th week of the show, I want to get your input on how things are going because I obviously don't want to just talk into a microphone and have nobody really give a crap about what I'm saying. So I have created a little survey that I would love if you could take for me. It's going to be super quick, super easy. And you're going to find a link to it in the show notes for this episode and also on Facebook as well. And the show notes can be found at springspodcast.com/020. And of course, those are the actual numbers. Just to show you how easy and simple and quick this is going to be, I'm actually going to run through some of the questions right now so that you'll know the type of things that I'm looking for. The first is just age and gender. And for age, it's going to be age brackets, so you don't even have to put in your exact age. And that's just to help me get a little bit of a better idea of who I'm talking to. Next, I want to know if you are native to Colorado Springs or if you're a transplant like I am, and if you're a transplant, just how long you've been here. Because I want this show to be valuable for both, but it's really going to help me if I have an overwhelming number of transplants listening or an overwhelming number of longtime residents. And I also want to know a little bit about your hobbies. I've got kind of a little checklist here, so hiking, biking, writing, reading, just kind of a bunch of different things that you can pick from to let me know what it is that you're into. And maybe I can start tailoring some of these topics around those things and make sure that I include events related to those things in the Monday episodes where I talk about what's happening that week around the city. And if you haven't yet caught on, Tuesdays are informative episodes in the sense that I try to cover a topic that people who are new to Colorado Springs or are considering moving to Colorado Springs might not know about, but should know about. And so I kind of call these my frequently asked questions episodes. And so if you have anything like that, anything that you just want to know more about this city, maybe you want to know how it's founded, or you want to know more about the different unique laws around here, or you want to know more about the economy or more about the housing market. I've talked about that a little bit as far as apartments go, but maybe you want more information. So anything like that, if there's anything that you want to know about Colorado Springs, there's going to be a section in the survey for you to put that in so I can do the research for you and give you those answers. And as you well know, every Thursday I do a restaurant review, and I would love your recommendations for those. So if you have some restaurants that you think I absolutely need to try out, that you think more people need to be aware of, let me know. And again, I try to feature things that are not, national chain restaurants. I try to feature things that are unique to the Springs or at least to this region. And I especially love to emphasize restaurants who use locally sourced products and participate and support the community in some way. And I also want to know about your favorite parks, trails, things to do in the city, places to go, so that I can spotlight those places and maybe contact them for interviews and see if I can't get you some discounts, things like that. So if you have any places that you just absolutely love in the city, like I said, parks, trails, businesses, anything like that, let me know. And in relation to the frequently asked questions, which those are pretty specific, I kind of want to know what you want to hear about on more of a broad term topic. Do you want to hear more about stories relating to the government and what's going on with that and new developments and policies and things like that? Or do you want me to focus more on the outdoor activities? Do you want me to include more interviews where I spotlight people from the town? Basically, just let me know what type of content it is that you want to hear on this show that you're going to find valuable and that you are going to want to listen to every week. And then I'm also really curious to see what you think about the frequency of the show. So obviously I release an episode every Monday through Friday, and I try to keep them short so that it's not overwhelming to consume all of the information. So if you would just let me know what you think about the frequency and the length of the episodes. Does it work for you, not work for you, too much? Do you want more information? All of this here is going to be super helpful for me moving forward to provide a show that you are going to love and that you're going to want to share with every single Springs resident. And along those lines, if you would share maybe some of your favorite episodes, I would very much appreciate it. Sharing and getting this word out about this podcast is going to help more people be informed of what's going on around our city, because so many people get stuck in their own little bubble. They can live in a city their entire life and still not really know what's actually happening. And that's such a shame, especially with a city like this one. So sharing and following on social media is so appreciated. Again, you can find all of my social media accounts at springspodcast.com/social. And I am on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. So that's pretty much it for today. Please go fill out this survey. It will take just a couple minutes of your time and will be a huge help to me and will only make this show better for you. Again, to access that, click the link that will be in the Facebook post for this episode or go to springspodcast.com/020. Thank you so much, and I will see you back here on Monday for yet another episode highlighting what's going on around the city.